CaribJet, the most experienced travel agency company in Grenada, serving our clients and businesses for over 40 years. IATA accredited, we issue tickets on 280 airlines, representatives for Condor, the German airlines, and main agents for Virgin, KLM and Air France. We're specialists to the Middle East. Walk in to our ticket office at Maurice Bishop Highway, call 439-4444, WhatsApp 534-7755 or visit caribjet.com.
A Touch of Class, presented by Regan Mendez and friends. The music, the magic, a full choir together with musicians, singers, dancers, and band, presenting a classical treat at the Gateway Center, Point Saline, on November the 19th at 7:30 p.m. A Touch of Class awaits you. Indulge in the classics from Carmen, Phantom of the Opera, and more. A musical evening filled with passion and excitement. A Touch of Class. Tickets are available at Côte-Fête and Grenadian Optical for only $75. A Touch of Class.
Introducing the NIS Dream Loan, where possibilities are boundless and your aspirations are our priority. No matter where life takes you, NIS Dream Loans are here to make your dreams a reality. From purchasing your first plot of land or dream property, to renovating spaces, building your home, and seamlessly switching mortgages, we cater to every step of your journey. And here's what sets us apart. We offer easy financing options with competitive interest rates, quick approval processes, and flexible repayment terms. So why wait? Apply now and let our dedicated NIS team guide you through this exciting journey. Visit nisgrenada.org/dream loan or call 440-3309 to book an appointment. Terms and conditions apply. Your dream awaits.
Hello and welcome to the MTV Evening News, of course, for Monday, the 6th of November. The news headlines in association with Quartz Grenada Limited.
Switch to a ready cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off your interest rate. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopquartz.com. Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
And in the news this evening, missing 10-year-old girl found. Tourism officials proudly welcome inaugural JetBlue Boston-Grenada flight. St. David resident charged with dangerous driving following an accident involving 2 minors. And in sports, relaying of tracks at Kirani James Athletic Stadium set to begin soon. We'll have the details to those and other stories coming up for you. A look too at the public forecast information right after the break. Stay with us.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News comes to your compliment Nexa Credit Union. With you wherever your road leads.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. with you wherever you road leads. We'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to yours.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details for this Monday evening. Well, after days of uncertainty, 10-year-old Kalina Alexander has been found and is said to be in the custody of her father. Kalina had been reported missing by her mother, Kathy Ann Alexander, over 1 week ago after she did not return home. In a release on Saturday, the Royal Grenada Police Force, RGPF, thanked the general public for their assistance, announcing that she had been found at Concord in St. John. According to the police, one man is in police custody assisting with investigations in the matter. In an unrelated matter, relatives were reunited with 15-year-old Tasia Smith of Mount Plaisir, St. John. She'd been reported missing since the 20th of October. According to a police release, Taisa walked into the Grove police station on Sunday the 5th of November and was subsequently reunited with her family. Meanwhile, the search is on for 15-year-old Aaron Antoine, a student of the Hillcrest Drive Frequente St. George School. He is approximately 5 feet 8 inches in height, of slim build, dark in complexion, with dark brown eyes. Aaron left his home for school on Friday the 3rd of November, and so anyone seeing Aaron or having any information as to his whereabouts is being kindly asked to contact the South St. George Police Station at 444-4454. You can also call the Central Police Station at 440-2244, Police Hotline at 444-1958, or simply call the nearest police station. In other news this evening, the inaugural JetBlue flight from Boston to Grenada that landed at the Maurice Bishop International Airport on Saturday. A welcome ceremony was held at the airport, attended by JetBlue executives, Tourism Minister Lennox Andrews, along with government and GTA officials. But let's get more in a report from Troy Gill.
Officials proudly welcomed the first JetBlue flight from Boston to Grenada at 12:15 on Saturday afternoon. Minister for Economic Development and Tourism, Honorable Lennox Andrews, believes the new flight augurs well for visitor arrivals and the tourism industry.
This inaugural flight is the second flight Grenada has with JetBlue. As was stated, there's already the direct flight from New York to Grenada. And the numbers are showing that there is an average load factor of about 90%. We hope that in the foreseeable future, the frequency of this new flight from Boston could increase to possibly 3 times per week. Given the demographic composition of the city of Boston, and the many influential Grenadians who are living in Boston today.
Minister Andrews highlighted government's intention to strengthen the relationship between the United States and Grenada.
But apart from the increased tourist arrivals to Grenada, Boston offers many other opportunities for strengthening trade and for cooperation between, of course, the city and Grenada. I want to say to you that Boston is regarded as the mecca for education in the United States, with Harvard University and Massachusetts Institute of Technology recognized and often quoted as the principal higher institutions of learning in the United States. Berklee College of Music and Performing Arts is also internationally accepted as the best in the world. And in Harvard, there is this Innovation Center, which we visited, and they are making great strides in the area of technological advances.
Chairman of the Grenada Tourism Authority, Randall Dolan, says the GTA remains dedicated to improving the products and services offered in Grenada.
Again, with our human resources, we started with the Pure Grenada Excellence Champion to try to raise the bar for most Grenadians and experience when you're interacting with our people. You know, we're known as the friendliest people in the Caribbean, and we want to continue to raise that bar and level of professionalism. If you go today to look at some of the forts, Grand Tang, you will see some upgrades and improvements that we're making to the product. We just completed the underwater sculpture park in Molyneux. We have 31 new statues that have now been just submerged, moorings put in place to make it a very easy, convenient way for anyone visiting the park. They can do so safely.
Daniel Blake is JetBlue's Boston director.
It's incredible, it really is incredible to think that in 23 years, JetBlue has grown from a small, US-based carrier to now over 100 destinations, spanning across the United States, Caribbean, Latin America, Canada, and now Europe. And now, we bring the JetBlue product from Boston to Grenada. We're thrilled to be here to celebrate this milestone, and we absolutely look forward to continuing to provide exceptional service and low fares to our customers in Grenada.
For MTV News, Troy Gill.
In a heartwarming turn of events, a physically challenged young man and qualified electrician who had long been seeking support from government and the private sector alike has had his prayers answered. He is now receiving assistance from a government minister, allowing him to teach introductory electrical classes to young students at a community center in St. George, thereby marking a significant step toward his goal of self-employment. We have Troy Gill with more.
Kimani Latouche, who despite physical challenges is a qualified and certified electrician, has found renewed hope as he receives much needed support from government. For some time, he had been fervently calling for assistance from both the public and private sectors to enable him to be gainfully employed. His most recent plea was broadcast on MTV News about 1 week ago. Latouche has been offered an opportunity by Government Minister and Parliamentary Representative for St. George South, Honorable Andy Williams, that allows him to teach introductory electrical classes to young students at a local community center in St. George, thereby imparting his valuable skills and knowledge to the youth. MP Williams spoke to our news team during a community meeting at Mount 2 on Sunday, during which he revealed plans to engage the young man.
Well, we have a community center in Mount 2, which we just did some work on, and we really want to get it going, and we want it to benefit the community, not just have it close up, but have it in a way that the community can benefit from the center, because that is the purpose of the center. And one of the things we want to do is that Mount 2 and Valley have a lot of children, and we think that it will be good to have someone coming in and helping train the children in a skill. So when I saw the interview with him on television, I said, you know what, let me contact him. Let him come to the meeting that we're having today in the Mount 2 pasture so that we can engage the community and share with them what we want to do.
In an earlier report, Latouche, the owner of Latouche Electrical Repairs, expressed that he was at his wit's end as every avenue he explored to gain employment or build his workshop proved to be futile. He paused to thank the minister for his speedy assistance.
Andy, I must say a heartfelt thanks for at least reaching out to me, because you heard my situation. You realize that I'm willing to work. I'm willing to make an honest dollar. In the process, I'm willing to train young people within the skill.
Latouche believes that sharing his skill will make a significant difference, and once classes commence, there will be a need for additional assistance.
Our landfill is filling up and overflowing, which is a lot of the items that is being thrown is an easy repair and can be brought back into the homes, into society. I've seen it on several occasions. So it would benefit not only me, but it would benefit others in the long run, right? Apart from that, somebody will have to be with me full time, because the days whereby I would not have class, once I'm working, I will have to get somebody inside with me, which I would have to pay them. So it's a twofold win-win situation.
While his ultimate dream remains to secure financing for his own workspace and become self-employed, he sees this as a significant step toward achieving his goals. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
A young man from St. David has been charged for the offense of dangerous driving. According to a release from the Royal Grenada Police Force, 29-year-old Tremaine Rubin of Mount Anon was arrested and charged by officers attached to the Grenville Traffic Department. This was on Sunday, the 5th of November. The charges stem from a vehicular accident that occurred at the Grenville bus terminus on the 17th of October involving 2 minors. Rubin was also charged for the offense of using a handheld device while driving. He was placed on bail in the sum of $10,000 with one surety. He's scheduled to appear at the Grenville Magistrates Court on Tuesday, the 5th of December. Police are investigating the circumstances of an accident involving 3 vehicles in Subi St. Andrew on Saturday, which left persons nursing injuries. The accident has reignited pleas for motorists to slow down and exercise due care and attention while driving, as we now hear in this report.
The accident, which involved a passenger bus, a red sales bus, and a truck, left several individuals hospitalized, including a child under the age of 10. Although an official cause has not been determined, eyewitness reports indicate that the accident occurred when one vehicle attempted to overtake another. MTV News sought details and a comment from the Community Relations Department within the Royal Grenada Police Force. However, efforts were unsuccessful. Acting Prime Minister and Member of Parliament for St. George South, Honourable Andy Williams, says he will be reaching out to those affected.
And it was really sad. Have to talk to the police to find out more information about it. But I'll be reaching out to the families to ensure that everything is okay, and to see what we can do as a government to provide support to the families in a time of need. But I really sympathize with everyone who were involved in the accident.
Minister Williams is calling on all road users to be more vigilant on the public road to avoid accidents like these happening.
And I want to encourage the road users also to, drive with due care and attention. And to the bus drivers, you are carrying passengers on your vehicle, so you're not just driving for you alone, but you're driving for yourself and people. So I urge you to take it easy on the road, drive with due care and attention so that everyone can be safe in the process.
Police investigations continue into the accident. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
That's the first segment of the Evening News Monday here on MTV. We'll be back with you after the break.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News came to you in association with Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail. ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Wow, it's Instacash Grenada! Imagine a game with no numbers to choose from, no draws to wait on, and you can play it every day, including Sunday. That's Instacash. It's fast, it's easy to play, and you win prizes instantly. Instacash, coming soon to lottery terminals near you. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making dreams come true.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenleg Debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. The Grenleg Debates. The Grenleg Debates will be broadcasted on MTV Mondays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Saturdays at 6 p.m. Broadcast begins Saturday, October 7th. Tune in.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Welcome back. The environment at the St. George's Market has become unbearable, and vendors are voicing their concern over continued loitering and illegal activities in that area. They are hoping that the relevant authorities will resolve the prolonged matters, which they say are affecting their health and livelihood. Please note that the voices in this report are intentionally disguised for the safety of those involved.
Hostility and disorderly conduct at the St. George's Market have sparked yet another outcry from vendors who are becoming increasingly concerned with what they believe is an unsafe environment. The 6 vendors say the market is no longer fulfilling its initial purpose, and the constant smoking, gambling, violence, and obscenities create a ghetto-like atmosphere. Upon request, MTV News has decided to protect the identities of the sellers.
Especially on the Friday evenings, the drug use is very, very high. We know everybody has their leisure. Everybody has an area by which they want to make a dollar, but it is my firm belief that it should not be at the expense of someone else's health. The tourist season is starting, and this is not a good look. And I do believe some of the ministerial officials and some of those in authority, even the police forces, are aware of the situation. And we are begging, please, this is overbearing.
The guys and them smoking, the women smoking, everybody just smoking, leaning, resting, right by where we are selling.
Another concern is that the selling of alcohol and illegal substances attracts an unwanted crowd to the market, and vendors say sales continue to drop because customers are scared to enter. According to them, simply voicing their displeasure can be risky.
You can't tell none of the guys and them anything because you don't want them to cuss you, you don't want them to fight with you, you don't want to say, anything to get them upset because there is nobody to really, protect us because the security, we don't know what is the role, the manager, we don't know what is the role. We don't know if we have manager or if we have security as far as I'm concerned, because there is nobody we could report to.
We are being victimized, threatened to the point that some are saying they're going to burn down, in terms of response, speaking out as to what we are experiencing.
Vendors have complained to market security and the manager, however the issues remain. Police have been called to the area on numerous occasions. However, nothing has changed.
The security that are there, their presence, their jobs, even their very life is being threatened. They are intimidated by this individual. And it seems to us that politicians, ministry officials, even the market manager is powerless to do something.
The ministers or management came and they asked what is our problem. We would tell them what is going on, and yet for all years, nothing has not been done. And at this point in time, it is at the worst point now that something has to be done in order for our safety.
It's really, really a dark place, and it really, really needs some attention. The market can be so much more. So while I'm excited to be there as a market person, it breaks my heart every day to walk into the market.
With the tourist season fast approaching, vendors are hoping to have these infuriating issues resolved sooner rather than later. For MTV News, Kayla Flavany.
In a concerning turn of events for health officials, Diabetes Awareness Month brings to light the lowering of the age threshold for those most at risk of getting diabetes. This shift underscores a pressing issue of younger individuals facing a heightened risk due to poor dietary choices, increasing rates of obesity and sedentary lifestyles. We have details in a report now from Troy Gill.
As Diabetes Awareness Month unfolds, health authorities continue to express growing concern over the lowering of the age threshold for individuals most at risk. Traditionally, diabetes was largely associated with older age groups. However, recent data and trends have prompted a shift in this narrative, highlighting the alarming susceptibility of younger individuals to this chronic disease. Executive Secretary at the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, Lydia Brown, spoke to our news team on Friday.
I looked at the guidelines for 2023 from the American Diabetes Association,
And years ago, they would say 45 and over should be screened, but now it's 35 and over. And I think the reason for that is because our population is probably getting a little heavier, and we're more sedentary. Most of us are driving, and so the disease is so prevalent in just about any of the societies across the world that it's important that the screening gets done early so that we can access care early.
There has been a surge in cases of individuals being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, Brown says, and obesity is a leading contributing factor.
Type 2 diabetes is most prevalent. Type 1 diabetes is something that comes about, it's like an autoimmune type disease. And older people are also picking up type 1 at an older age, which is not something that was looked at years ago. So that people that start off at type 2, meaning that their body may be generating some insulin, but the body may just not be producing sufficient, maybe because the body size has enlarged over time, or because the blood cells are not as responsive. If we have more fat cells do accept insulin as well, but muscle cells are able to respond best to insulin. So if you have more fat on your body than muscle, then chances are your body would not be as receptive to insulin.
The theme for Diabetes Awareness Month is access to diabetes care. Brown highlights the importance of early diagnosis and screening, especially for individuals who are most at risk.
So I think as the population gets older, as the population gets heavier, I should say, not older, but heavier, you would find that people are becoming more and more insulin resistant. And so if we're able to pick it up at an earlier age, because there are a lot of people out here, maybe many of us, and we don't know, that have pre-diabetes, which means our bodies are already signaling that what you're taking in, I am not handling it. So it's time for you to make some adjustments. And adjustments would be not just regulating the amount of sugar that you're taking, but regulating the types of foods that will be broken down in the body to glucose, and then making sure that we keep ourselves physically active, well hydrated, to make sure that we're giving our bodies the tools that it needs to process the food that we consume.
For MTV News, Troy Gill.
That's the second segment of the News for Monday here on MTV. More to come after the break. The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the tri-island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftis, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Petit Matinee Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets at prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed or anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society, or make pre-arrangements when service and costs matter, call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Something legendary stirs on the horizon.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie.
Saturday, December 23rd, the National Cricket Stadium. A night unlike any other. Can you feel it? From the heart of reggae, rising like a phoenix, the unmatched, the unparalleled Sizzler. But hold on, who else will be on the stage? Can you guess? It's a reggae explosion inside a December to remember. The suspense will lift and history will be made. Are you ready to be part of the legend that is Sizzler?
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 13th edition of the Wagiti Super Knockout is on. So Grenville, bring yourself on Saturday, 11th November from 7 p.m. Come witness 2 huge top 16 games at Victoria Park in Grenville. Remember, the winners walk away with $100,000. Then after the games, we get set for some top-class entertainment from the band Cymatics, Valine Ned, Suki Man, Letneck, Brighter Store, and out of Jamaica, reggae superstar Egyptian. Egyptian live. Admission $40. The 13th annual Wagiti Super Knockouts is on. Don't miss a game.
She asked me my name, and I told her it's Egyptian.
A Touch of Class, presented by Regan Mendez and friends. The music, the magic, a full choir together with musicians, singers, dancers, and band. Presenting a classical treat at the Gateway Center, Point Saline, on November the 19th at 7:30 p.m. A Touch of Class awaits you. Indulge in the classics from Carmen, Phantom of the Opera, and more. A musical evening filled with passion and excitement. A Touch of Class. Tickets are available at Go-To-Fet and Grenadian Optical for only $75. A Touch of Class.
When I hear her calling, it was neighbor Mildred. She called
Business in 3 comes to you in association with GIDC, empowering the Spice Isle.
Welcome back. In this week's edition of MTV's Business in 3, host Donella Hostin speaks with young entrepreneur of St. Mark's, Richie Modeste, owner of Claire Ambition Art.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this week's edition of MTV's Business in 3, sponsored by the GIDC. Today, we are speaking to Richie Modeste. He is the owner of Claire Ambition Art. Now, he's going to be telling us a little bit about what he does and how the GIDC has helped him in his business venture. Welcome.
Good evening. My name is Richie Modeste, and I'm an artist. I do handcrafted work as well as paintings and other works as well, because I like trying my hands at several different things at the same time. So basically, I'm from Waltham, St. Mark's. Grew up in the area my whole life, so that's where I'm at. And I'm very enthusiastic and inspired by art. So I do paintings, as I said, but it's landscape paintings, and it's more to the detailed side, and also handcrafted bags from seaweed, green seaweed, and coconut fiber. So I started that journey back in 2017, where I started with cocoa leaves, trying to make bags with cocoa leaves, and it took me to where I'm at right now with the coconut and the seaweed, which I developed on my own.
If you could just tell us, tell the viewers a little bit about how you do that and how the GIDC has helped you in this process to get to where you are today.
I attend the SIEP Business Development Program at GIDC. That program was very, very well put together, although we had little challenges, but I enjoyed it to the fullest, and I gathered a lot of information from that, which helped me in developing my business today, and I'm grateful for that. It's been a journey through GIDC, and it was challenging at first and also interesting. Getting to interact with the trainees and the instructors as well was a plus on my side. I learned a lot of new things, and my perspective, my vision was a bit wider now that I'm finished through the program. At first, I thought I would not be able to handle it because I was working at the time a night shift, and then having to come to classes in the morning to the evening was kind of heavy on my head. But still, I tried my best to come through and finish the course and everything like that.
So there we have it, guys. We were speaking to Richie Modeste, and he is the owner of Claire Ambition Art. And he just told us all about his products and his paintings and where you can find them. So this is where we say goodbye to our viewers and listeners. This was MTV's Business in 3. I am your host, Donella Hostin.
The MTV Evening News regional highlights are next.
Business in 3 came to you in association with GIDC, empowering the Spice Isle.
Do you have or plan to start a business or project in the agribusiness, tourism, health and wellness, ICT, or energy sectors? You too can qualify for investment incentives such as duty-free concessions, tax credits, and tax waivers and exemption. Just fill in the application form, submit all the relevant documents, and your application can be processed in as little as 7 days. It's that simple. Contact us today to know more about investment incentives.
Welcome back. We now join Clifton James for this evening's Regional Roundup.
With the Regional Roundup, I am Clifton James. Over in St. Kitts, viewers of St. Kitts and Nevis, media personality Devin Bucky Got It, Richardson's Facebook live stream on Saturday got a show they weren't expecting as he was arrested by police during the broadcast. In a clip which has gone viral on social media, a police officer approached Richardson as he was streaming a street party and told him, "There is a warrant of arrest in existence for you." He replied, "For what?" Richardson thought the incident was a prank and began laughing. However, the cop responded, "No, this is not a joke." He again inquired what the warrant was about, to which the cop replied, "Let's go down to the station and you will know." After a brief exchange, the cop informed Richardson that there was a warrant of arrest for him on the charge of preventing the course of justice. Richardson was taken to the Basseterre police station, where he was formally charged on 8 warrants. Police alleged a crime which Richardson allegedly committed between October the 6th and the 16th, 2023. St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves has been given a chieftaincy title in Ogun State, Nigeria. Gonsalves received the title of Omowale of Otta, which means our son has come back home, on Saturday from King Edeyemi Abdul Kabir of Otta at Olopa Palace after they held a meeting and prayer service. St. Vincent and the Grenadines Agency for Public Information, API, reported King Adeyemi announced plans to visit St. Vincent and the Grenadines next year. The Prime Minister was gracious in his acceptance and expressed delight in King Abdul Kabir's intended visit to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, API reported. A 32-year-old Jamaican was given a 21-month prison sentence in the United States after he was convicted of illegally re-entering the North American country, U.S. Attorney Timothy M. O'Shea announced recently. Andre Boyer pleaded guilty to the charge on August the 16th. During the sentencing hearing 2 Fridays ago, the judge noted that Boyer came back to the US in 2022, the same year he was deported. The judge also expressed concern that Boyer was arrested in Wisconsin using a false name and attempting to pick up a mail parcel containing $18,000 in cash. Boyer was arrested on June the 9th in Grant County. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement were alerted after his fingerprint matched records during the booking process, according to investigations. Boyer admitted to paying a smuggler to bring him across the Mexican border into the United States in April or May of 2022, authorities said. You're up to date with the Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James.
It's the MTV Evening News. We'll be back with you after the break.
Wow, it's Instacash Grenada. Imagine a game with no numbers to choose from, no draws to wait on, and you can play it every day, including Sunday. That's Instacash. It's fast, it's easy to play, and you win prizes instantly. Instacash, coming soon to lottery terminals near you. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making dreams come true.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Black Month is here and Quartz is having the ultimate trading event of the year. Trade in your old furniture, appliances, electronics, and mattresses for an on-the-spot discount of 30% off the new. Yes, you heard right. From November 1st to 11th, you can trade in your old for a new, and it's easy to take advantage of this offer. First, take a photo or video of your old item. Next, go on down to your nearest Court store and purchase your new item. Then, we will deliver. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Save up to 70% off on selected items store-wide. No cash? No problem. With Court's Ready Finance, you pay $0 down and your first payment isn't due until February 2024. Hurry, because this deal will not last. Shop now, because every day is Black Friday at Quartz. Conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
Something legendary stirs on the horizon.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie.
Saturday, December 23rd, the National Cricket Stadium. A night unlike any other. Can you feel it? From the heart of reggae, rising like a phoenix, the unmatched, the unparalleled Sizzler. But hold on, who else will be on the stage? Can you guess? It's a reggae explosion inside a December to remember. The suspense will lift and history will be made. Are you ready to be part of the legend that is Sizzler?
Your new Grenlec bill is even easier to read and still has all the valuable information you need to track and manage your usage.
Hey Mom, okay, your friendly tech support is here. So you got the new Grenlec bill? Let's take a look. The new bill makes it even easier to see your bill total, the due date, and much more. And take a closer look. It actually is a lot easier to understand. Let me show you. You can still see exactly what the charges are for, but in a great new format, it even shows how the cost of generating and delivering the electricity to you is calculated using your actual usage. And Mom, let Lucy know she can check out Grenlec's new Understanding Your Bill video. Anyway, look who says hi, and see you soon.
Your new Grenlec bill, easier to understand and easier to track your usage.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Thompson, co-owner and founder of Sweet Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NIF has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NIF have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NIF and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
Relaying of tracks at the Karani James Athletic Stadium set to begin soon. That highlight and more coming up in our sporting segment right after the break.
The MTV Evening Sports is brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
We've got 101 reasons for you to shop at Quartz now. Get up to 35% off selected items store-wide. Save on select lounge sets, fridges, stoves, washers, mattresses, smart TVs, and more. Get what you want today with no cash and make your first payment in 90 days. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield extended warranty. So there's 101 reasons to shop at Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home. Promotion runs from September 25 to October 23, 2023. Conditions apply.
A special evening to you now, sporting fans. Here's Troy Gill with this evening's sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. New tracks will soon be laid out at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Work is scheduled to commence in January 2024 for an estimated 4 to 5 weeks as the country prepares to host the 51st Carifta Games in March. As a result, schools that utilize the facility to host their annual athletic meet will move to alternative venues. Minister for Youth and Sports Honorable Ron Redhead says work is in motion to upgrade the Roy St. John playing field and Progress Park to serve as alternative venues for schools to hold athletic meets.
We are upgrading the Tantine facility. We are ensuring that we can complete the drainage there. We are doing everything that we can to fast track the lighting of it, and we are also ensuring that Progress Park, notwithstanding the fire with the school just occurred, is going to be ready and available for all athletes so that they can continue their preparations for Carifta 2024. So that's just in a nutshell what we are doing in terms of augmenting the use of the Kirani James Athletic Stadium.
Minister Redhead says the plan is to ensure that the facility will be ready for the staging of the inter-secondary school games March 19th to 21st, 2024.
Well, the 5 weeks is maximum, and it will entail certainly from the preparation. The contractor has to make the materials and ship it. That will take approximately 4 to 5 weeks to reach. So by the time January 2024, the materials should be on island. We have already spoken to the contractor to ensure that shipping time is going to be kept, and so that we can be in a position to actually have the tracks relayed before Carifta 2024. It's going to be in time for intercall as well, but what we want to do is to ensure that by and large for Carifta, that the tracks will be in place.
The National Cricket Stadium will also undergo upgrades that will start in 2024, as Grenada is set to host 2 T20 matches in the West Indies home series against England on December 14th and 16th. Darren Bravo hit a century while Sunil Narain took 4 wickets as the TNT Red Force beat Barbados Pride by 78 runs in the final preliminary round match of the CG United Super 50 Cup on Sunday night at Tarouba. Red Force skipper Bravo smashed an A-list A career best of 139 off 113 balls to power his team to 293 for 6. Trinidad and Tobago ended in the top spot with Leeward Island second, Barbados third, and the Guyana Happy Eagles in fourth. The Red Force also won the US $50,000 prize for finishing at the top of the table at the end of the league format. Trinidad and Tobago will face Guyana in the first semi-final on 8th November, while Barbados will take on the Leeward Islands in the second semi-final on 9th November. The final is set for 11th November, with all 3 playoff matches being played at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Tarouba. Veteran off-spinner Sunil Narain has finally quit international cricket 4 years after playing his last game for West Indies. The 35-year-old made the formal announcement in a statement posted on his Instagram account on Sunday, indicating he was also calling time on his domestic 50-over career following the ongoing Super 50 Cup. Narain has taken 12 wickets at nearly 11.5 runs apiece for Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, who have so far played unbeaten. I appreciate it has been over 4 years since I last played for West Indies, but today I am announcing my retirement from international cricket, Narain wrote. And that's it for this evening's sports. I am Troy Gill.
The latest sporting highlights there for you, and the public forecast information that's coming up, with a recap of the headlines also when we return.
The MTV Evening Sports was brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
MTV Weather Report comes to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
We have the will to overcome. We are strong. Together, we are Grenada.
Good evening, viewers, and back with the nighttime weather forecast, the meteorologist Wayne Williams. A sunny start to the day gave way to some heavy showers into the afternoon, and we're going to see those conditions continuing into the nighttime. Most of those showers occurred again over the extreme southern Caribbean. The northern islands saw a bit more sunshine. Most of the cloudiness itself is associated with the intertropical convergence zone. No tropical waves are in the Atlantic at the moment, so we're going to see some of those conditions continuing for the next couple of days. Quite a bit of activity over the extreme southern Caribbean, and as the cloudiness moves through, we're going to see those showers continuing through the nighttime. The Atlantic has a bit of activity in it, no storms, no tropical wave, but we have an active intertropical convergence zone at the moment. Monday night we expect frequent showers. Some of them would be heavy, and we also could hear 1 or 2 peals of thunder. Winds would be easterly between 5 and 15 miles per hour most of the time, but gusting higher, maybe up to about 20-22 miles per hour in and around the showers. The minimum temperature 23. The moon set early on at 1:28. It's going to rise at 1:23 in the early morning. Those showers are going to continue into Tuesday. Occasional showers, easterly winds 10 to 22 miles per hour. Seas will be a bit choppy, 4 to 6 foot waves. So if you are venturing far from port, exercise some caution. Sunrise 6:01, sunset 5:39. We may see a little bit of sunshine. It would bring the max around 30. It will feel like 35. The UV index will be moderate. Occasional showers for both Port of Spain and Bridgetown, with sunshine in Kingston and Miami. Also in New York and in London, the folks there are expecting partly cloudy skies. We expect the cloudiness to prevail and to continue into Wednesday, when we could see some isolated showers. Partly cloudy conditions from Thursday the weekend. We should be seeing some improvement. Some clouds will linger around, but fewer showers as we approach the weekend. Fair skies from the latter part of the weekend into the rest of the week. That's it for me for Monday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Tuesday.
MTV Weather Report was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. A missing 10-year-old girl has been found. Tourism officials proudly have welcomed an inaugural JetBlue Boston-Grenada flight. St. David resident has been charged with dangerous driving following an accident involving 2 minors. And in sport, the relaying of tracks at the Karani James Athletic Stadium are set to begin soon. Details to those and other stories we've had for you for this Monday evening here on MTV. And so now, on behalf of the news and production departments, I'm Tony Julian. We all thank you for viewing and wish you a good night.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets at prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed or anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society, or make pre-arrangements when service and costs matter, call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Patrick Michael Roberts, also known as Jericho of Fontenoy St. George, passed away on Monday, October 9th, 2023 in Brooklyn, New York, USA, at the age of 68. He was the husband of Petra McBonnet Roberts, father of Natifa Lewis and Patricia Roberts, stepfather of Andrea Clouden, Wilton Thomas and Wilbur Thomas, grandfather of Callum Lewis, Aurora Lewis, Zara Lewis and Malachi Roberts, brother of Reginald Chikuto, Joy, Justin and Pauline Roberts, Normandy Riggs, Nutris McIntyre, Josephine George, Yolande and Yvonne Roberts, Arnold Park, Cecil Harbin and Cuthbert Roberts, brother-in-law of many including Garson, uncle of many including Rita, Ralston, Regina, Danica, Delicia, Perron, Tisha, David, Carol, Carrie, Kim, Andy, Neil and Stephen, granduncle of many, caregivers including Eugene, Roxanne, Selma and Elise, adopted nieces and nephews including Nikita, Farianne and Despin, many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Marva Saunders, Christine Thomas, Patricia and Roll Titus and family, Bernadette Thomas and family, Siddiqui Sylvester and family, the Sylvester, Roberts, Nicholas, Henry, St. John, Jackson, and other families of Fontenoy, Grand Mall, and Molyneux, lifelong friends including Lincoln Bosco Samuel, Terry Regis, Gabriel Chinaman Strawn, colleagues and friends of Quake USA Cultural Organization, the Grenada Cultural Festival Group, St. John's Christian Secondary Alumni Association, MTA Flatbush Bus Depot, CDC, Grenlec Power Station, Grenada Customs, and friends and neighbours of Fontenoy, St. George, and Carnacy, Brooklyn. The funeral of the late Patrick Michael Roberts, also known as Jericho, of Fontenoy, St. George, will take place on Wednesday, November 8th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, Church Street, St. George's, and entombment will be at the Family Cemetery, Fontenoy. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Reverend Mother Sarah Princess Violet Edwards, née Lucas, also known as Mother Sarah and Princess of Laborie St. George, who resided at Mango Grove, St. David, died on Monday, October 16, 2023, at the age of 69. Left to mourn her siblings Reverend Dennis Lucas in Canada, Esther Connaught in the USA, Pastor Wesley Lucas, Mother Louisa, Louise Sylvester and Jacqueline Lucas, all residing in Grenada. Many nieces and nephews, including Barbara, Rhonda, Kelly, Kenesha, Daniel, Kim, Gabriel, Jason, David, and Noah. In-laws Tommy, Sam, and Yvonne. Mother of countless spiritual children in the USA, Canada, Africa, England, and the Caribbean, including Minister Tisha Claudia Kwashi, Chantel Kwashi Shikanda, Mother Jenna, and Catherine Henwood. Other relatives and friends including the Lucas, Latouche, Aline, Griffith, Batiste, and George families, members of the Mount Olivet Spiritual Baptist Church, members of Jesus Christ, the Son of the Living God Spiritual Baptist Church, Father Gabriel, and friends of Woburn, Laborie, Redgate, and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Reverend Mother Sarah Princess Violet Edwards, née Lucas, also known as Mother Sarah and Princess, of Laborie St. George, who resided at Mango Grove, St. David, will take place on Wednesday, November 8th at 9:30 a.m. Funeral service will be held at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, Church Street, St. George's, followed by entombment at the Monjaloo Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Veronica Cecilia Frank née James, also known as Tanveru, of Victoria St. Mark and Vendham St. George, who resided in Canada, passed away on Monday, September 25th, 2023 in Canada, at the age of 88. She was the mother of Rupert, also known as Jacka, Leonetta, Laurel and Darren in Grenada, Rufus, also known as Big Man, Reginald, also known as Jamay, Lynette, Ralphin, also known as Crunter, Juliet and Libert, also known as Butty or DJ Soul Vibes, all residing in Canada. Grandmother of 27 in Grenada, Canada and the USA, including Beverly, Chrislyn, Ryan, also known as Greedy, Police Constable 907 Damian Frank, Marlon, Stacy and Jade. Great-grandmother of 28 in Grenada, Canada and the USA, including Romar, Ronisha, Ariana, Khaleesi, Rihanna, Ava and Kayana. Sister of Anita Frame Sam and Manetta Williams Sam, Anthony Sam, also known as Bowley, Nathaniel Sam and Donald Sam in Trinidad. Mother-in-law of Mohammed Banda, Dunstan Bernard, Christine, Robin, Coletta and Irma. Sister-in-law of Raymond Frank, Matthew Frank, Dora Sam and Francis Pear. Aunt of many in Grenada, Canada, Trinidad and the USA. Other relatives, cousins and close friends in Grenada and the United Kingdom, including Judith Hamilton, Margaret Ann Noel and Ivan, also known as Redman in Canada, the Frank, James, Bartholomew, Francis and Charles families of Vendham, the Sam and Lewis families of Victoria and in Trinidad. The funeral service and interment of the late Veronica Cecilia Frank née James, also known as Tanveru of Victoria St. Mark and Vendham St. George, who resided in Canada, will take place on Wednesday, November 8th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Beaulieu Roman Catholic Church and interment will be at the Family Cemetery, Vendham. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Vernis Thomas, also known as Berber, of Paraclete St. Andrew, died on Sunday, October 8th, 2023, at the age of 61. She was the mother of Dane in Grenada and Dwayne residing in the United Kingdom, mother-in-law of Nikki Smart, sister of Raymond and Adrian residing in the USA, Gerald in the UK, O'Brien in Germany, Jean Ann in Trinidad and Telma in Grenada. Lifelong partner of Douglas James, sister-in-law of Patrice and Selma Thomas, grandmother of Zane, Zara, Zariah, Anoya and Josiah. Aunt of many including Jeremy, Marvin, Lavan, Jasmine, Kimon and Hazelan. Many relatives and friends including Mildred George and family, Yvonne Samuel and family, Stephanie Gordon and family, Shani Fletcher and family, Carmel Thomas and family, the principal and staff of the Paraclete Government School, the Millett and Thomas families in the USA, Canada, Trinidad and Grenada, and friends and family of Paraclete and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Vernis Thomas, also known as Berber, of Paraclete St. Andrew, will take place on Wednesday, November 8th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Paraclete Roman Catholic Church, and interment will be at the Paraclete Family Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Verna Veronica Francis, also known as Verna, of Cornets Walk, Grove, St. John, passed away on Saturday, October 14th, 2023, at the age of 72. She was the daughter of Netha Francis and Joe Lewis, mother of Jenny, also known as Susie Tika, Winston Francis, also known as Chessup, Lauriston, also known as Laro, and Frankie in the UK, Tarina, also known as Reds, Quinta, also known as Red Girl, Jennifer Charles in the USA, Jenilyn Francis, and Maverick Legall. Stepmother of Michael and Keisha Benjamin, Wilton, Wilbert, and Wilma Sam. Adopted mother of Marvis Mitchell. Grandmother of Janelle, Alan, Kimron, Kemlin, Keisha, Talisa, Tariq, Quincy, Kironi, Katisha, Cody, Cleon, Kishon, Kiron, Zanaya, Eliah, and Anthony. Great-grandmother of Zion, Zaniah, Zane, Jewel, Kemiah, and Kazara. Sister of Vernice Collins, Isla Smart, Dolores Lewis, Avis Francis in the USA, Jerry Lewis and Pearl Augustine. Mother-in-law of Tyrone Tika, Cindy Peters and Elisha Rose. Niece of Christlyn, Danielle, Christopher, and Garfield. Aunt of Nurse Keisha Francis, Dr. Petra Charles, Patricia, Kieran, Royston, Nikisha, Oliver, Sharon, Ella, and Sheldine. Cousin of Eddie, Omi Francis, Rose, Mildred Duncan, and Laurie Francis. Many other close relatives and friends, including the Francis, Charles, Duncan, Benjamin, Barry, Tika, Sam, Dinah, Lewis, Dupre, and George families of Wove, Victoria, Grenville, and St. Patrick, Norma Noel, the priest, parishioners, and members of the St. Peter's Catholic Church and Prayer Group, Gia, Fiona, and friends and neighbors in Brooklyn, Canada and the United Kingdom, Barbados, Wove, and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Verna Veronica Francis, also known as Verna, of Cornets Walk, Wove, St. John, will take place on Wednesday, November 8th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Peter's Catholic Church, Wove, and interment will be at the Douglaston Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Ronald Batiste, also known as Daddy Roy, Royo, and Roy Noel, of Marley St. Patrick, who resided at the Hills of Eyes, Tempe, St. George, passed away on Tuesday, October 17, 2023, at the age of 76. He was the husband of Mrs. Erla Batiste, also known as Teacher Erla, and Miss Batiste, father of Royan Batiste, Sheldon Batiste, and Dennis Mark in the USA, father-in-law of Caroline Batiste and Robertina Mark, grandfather of Eliane Lessie, Zuriel, Kamal, and Carissa, great-grandfather of one, brother of Veronica Noel, Jacqueline Charles in the USA, Jesse Collins, Cynthia Noel, and Celia Duncan in Grenada, sister-in-law Linka Bowen, brothers-in-law Terry Noel, Peter Humphrey, Patrick Humphrey, Bob Humphrey, and Errol Collins. Many nieces and nephews in the USA, the UK, and Grenada, including Josiane and Martha Bowen, Rosalind, Natalie Richards, Krista, Teresa, Michael Noel, Wendy, George, Jesse, Jefta, and Summer Collins, Elizabeth, Brian, Anthony Richard, Dexter, Errol, Eris, Gideon, Harrison, and Jess Hostin. Many cousins, other relatives and friends, including Ralston Belfon, Veron and Louise, Patrick George, also known as Muscles, the Auguste, Batiste, and Frame families of Chantimel, Marley, and Monk Craven, Patrick David and family, the staff and friends of Brown Sugar Island Catering, Spice Inn and Carnival Cruise Lines, Pastor Thomas Simon and family, Paula Burke, and friends and neighbors of the Hills of Eyes, Tempe, and Northeast Farmers and Monlong. The funeral of the late Ronald Batiste, also known as Daddy Roy, Roy U, and Roy Noel, of Marley St. Patrick, who resided at the Hills of Eyes, Tempe, St. George, will take place on Friday, November 10th at 1:15 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, Church Street, St. George's, and interment will be at the St. George's Centre Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Rosemary Richards of Woburn, St. George, who resided in the USA, passed away on Monday, October 16, 2023, at the age of 66. Left to mourn her children Amara and Robert, son-in-law Victor, grandchildren Lenara, Eli, and Zuri, siblings Valerie, Carl, Cheryl, and Deborah in Grenada, John, Margaret, and Olive in the USA, and Georgina in Canada, sisters-in-law Renette in the USA and Catherine in Grenada, brothers-in-law Christopher, Sylvester, and Richie in Grenada, many nieces and nephews too numerous to mention. Other relatives and friends including Dennis Henry and family, Frederick, the Telesford family of Creighton and St. David, the Hippolyte family of Bailey's Bacalet, the Richards, Bell, Myland, and Noel families of Woburn, many friends in Brooklyn including June, Glennis, Gemma, and Veronica, and other friends and relatives too numerous to mention. The funeral service for the late Rosemary Richards of Woburn, St. George, who resided in the USA, will take place on Friday, November 10th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Michael's R.C. Church, Woburn, followed by entombment at the Mongeloo Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Evelyn Barry of Grand Mole, St. George, passed away on Sunday, 29th October 2023, at the age of 52. The funeral arrangements for the late Evelyn Barry of Grand Mole, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Wendell Joseph of Brazan, St. George, passed away on Tuesday, October 24th, 2023, at the age of 49. The funeral arrangements for the late Wendell Joseph of Brazan, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Anne Entwine, also known as Lesu of Laurelland, St. David, passed away on Friday, November 3rd, 2023, at the age of 67. The funeral arrangements for the late Anne Entwine, also known as Lesu of Laurelland, St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Gerlin Robertson of Telescope St. Andrew passed away on Saturday, 28th October 2023, at the age of 68. The funeral arrangements for the late Gerlin Robertson of Telescope St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Irene Neptune of Confort St. George passed away on Sunday, 29th October 2023, at the age of 86. The funeral arrangements for the late Irene Neptune of Confort St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Michael Thomas of Sanssouci St. George passed away on Sunday, October 8th, 2023, at the age of 92. The funeral arrangements for the late Michael Thomas of Sanssouci St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Magdalene Pivot, also known as Selma Amedi of Happy Hill St. George, passed away on Saturday, October 21st, 2023, at the age of 65. The funeral arrangements for the late Magdalene Pivot, also known as Selma Amedi of Happy Hill St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Littleton Natu, also known as Jackie of Blair St. Andrew, passed away on Sunday, 22nd October 2023, at the age of 73. The funeral arrangements for the late Littleton Natu of Blair St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. John Robert Bedeau, also known as Warrior of Belmont Carriacou, passed away on Saturday, October 21st, 2023, at the age of 62. The funeral arrangements for the late John Robert Bideau, also known as Warrior, of Belmont Carriacou, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Imelda Lucy Abraham, also known as Tanti Loom of Paddock St. George, passed away on Monday, October 30th, 2023, at the age of 84. The funeral arrangements for the late Imelda Lucy Abraham, also known as Tanti Loom of Paddock St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Eisenhower Philip, also known as Rastaman of Cherry Hill St. George, who resided at the Coronage St. George's, died on Friday, October 13th, 2023, at the age of 64. The funeral arrangements for the late Eisenhower Philip, also known as Rastaman of Cherry Hill St. George, who resided at the Coronage St. George's, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Israel George Chetram, also known as Ira of Brothers St. John, passed away on Monday, 23rd October 2023, at the age of 80. The funeral arrangements for the late Israel George Chetram, also known as Ira of Brothers St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.
Hi, my name is Bishop Daniel Moe, the Bishop of Jerusalem Spiritual Baptist Church. Jesus is quoting that if you believe in him, you shall live again. Those of you who have lost your loved ones, my special sympathy to you. God was declared, as Jesus spoke to Martha and Mary in the 11th chapter of St. John. Quote from the 23rd verse. Jesus said unto her, thy brother shall rise again. Go further down into the 25th verse, stating that Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. Those of you who lost your loved ones, you can put your trust in Jesus Christ. Can you tell us in St. John 14 chapter, let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. So that is not the end of your loved ones. But remember, there is a time coming when God will raise the dead back to life. As he did to Lazarus that same time when he raised him from the grave. And I want to tell you today, put your trust in Jesus Christ. One day you're going to see your loved one. That is not the end of anyone. As you view this program here today, you can put your trust in Jesus Christ, because the Bible tells us, seek ye first his kingdom, and everything else shall be added. And I want you to put your trust in Jesus Christ, because with him all things are possible. And the Lord Jesus Christ said in his word that he's coming back again to receive all those unto him. So if you put your trust in the Lord, all things are possible. So my sympathy to you all. I know you'll cry because you have lost someone. But we know that if someone dies, you'll have pain, you'll have sorrow. But your grief, I know that the Lord, one day the Lord will give you peace in your life. Just put your trust in him and he will give you peace in your life. Just say a short word of prayer with you right now. Say, Lord Jesus, at this time, will you comfort me at this time? I'm in sorrow. My heart is in pain. I have lost someone. Will you comfort me? Say, Lord Jesus, have mercy upon me. Strengthen me. Give me your grace. In this time of trials and transition, to be able to persevere and to be able to hold and to stand up. In this time of trials and transition, all this blessing I ask in Jesus' name. Amen. And to you, I lost a loved one, I pray that God will give you speed recovery and give you the ability to continue to trust him, because we know that is not the end of your loved one. She or he shall rise again. So just trust him And may God bless you with these few words.
Holy natural spring water is a water for every occasion on the field of sport.